How do you call a dish with rice noodles and chicken tomato sauce with some fresh green onions, cilantro, and crunchy peanuts on top? It's not only extremely delicious but also healthy. That's right.
Shan Noodles!
10 portions, here we go. 500 grams of rice noodles. I use 5.5 millimeter thick rice noodles, but others rather use rice vermicelli. 20 to 22 tomatoes, sugar, soybean paste, light soy sauce, fish sauce, 500 grams of chicken breast, cilantro, green onions, ginger, garlic, and peanuts. First, thaw the chicken. Then, peel the ginger. I got 2 pieces of ginger that are roughly as big as my thumb. If you're a ginger fanatic, you can of course add more. You can peel the ginger by scratching off the skin with a knife. This way you won't lose too much of the ginger flesh. The easiest way is to first smash the ginger, so it's already in smaller pieces before chopping them. Finely chop the ginger as you don't want to feel the ginger in your food later on. I'm not a ginger fanatic, but a garlic fanatic, so I'll use 8 cloves of garlic. The moderate amount of garlic will be 4 to 5 cloves. Like the ginger, you will smash the garlic. Also chop the garlic in fine pieces. Wash 2 stalks of green onions. Next, we separate the white part from the green part of the green onions. We will prepare the white part first since this will be pan-fried and not used as toppings. You can peel off the skin of the white part before you chop them. Wash the tomatoes. Slice the tomatoes into 5 mm to 1 cm thick pieces. Cut the chicken breast into small pieces to put it into the food processor. Smaller. A little bit smaller. Perfect. If you don't have a food processor, you can also grind the meat with a knife. Cut the meat into small cubes. Gather the cubes together and beat them with a knife. Once in a while, you flip the mess over in order to grind thoroughly. There you have your own handmade ground chicken meat. Heat up 2 tablespoons of any neutral tasting oil in a saucepan on medium-high heat. Saute the white part of the green onions. This is optional, but if you love spicy food like me, you can add some chilies. Here I'm adding 2 chopped chilies. After you have been stir frying the green onions and the chilies for a while, you can add the ginger. Always scratch the bottom of the pan in order to make sure that none of the pieces will stick to the pan. Now comes the garlic. Garlic burns very easily, so you will saute the garlic very often. Once the garlic has released his flavor and fragrance, you can add the chicken. There's still some chicken left in the container of my food processor. So I will throw in some tomatoes and shake the container so that the meat will come off the wall and stick to the tomatoes. Saute the chicken until the color becomes white. Then it's time to add the tomatoes. Cover the pot with a lid and boil everything on high heat until the tomatoes give off some liquid. Stir once in a while as you don't want anything to stick to the bottom of the pot and get burnt. But always keep the lid on. Many of the tomatoes have been dissolved. From now on we will just simmer the sauce. At this stage we can give the sauce some flavor. Put in 2 tablespoons of soybean paste. And add 2 tablespoons of sugar. Here I'm adding the first tablespoon. Two tablespoons of light soy sauce. There are different variations and brands of light soy sauce. I'm using light soy sauce from Lee Kung Lee. If you're a person who prefers a slight salty taste, then you can use low sodium soy sauce, because all the salty taste will come from a fish sauce. If you absolutely hate fish and detest the smell and the taste of fish, then you can just skip fish sauce. But don't be surprised that I'm adding it. Fish sauce is an essential ingredient in Southeast Asian cuisine. If you like Thai curry, then there is a high chance that it also contains fish sauce. So don't be scared of fish sauce, you already ate it. Here I'm using 4 tablespoons of fish sauce, but it might be too much for you, so you should stick to 2 tablespoons. Taste in between and just put the amount of the seasonings that suits to your taste. I'm balancing the salty seasonings with the 2nd spoon of sugar. The sauce as it is perfect now, so I will just cover the pot with the lid and let it simmer for a few minutes. In the meanwhile, I will prepare the toppings. This time we slice the green part of the green onions. I grab a handful of cilantro and chop it into smaller pieces, including the stems. You can also eat the stems. Last but not least, the peanuts, which will give a crunchiness to the whole dish and complements the tomato sauce. Roughly chop the peanuts. The toppings are ready, the sauce is simmering. Now we will cook the noodles. Cook the noodles according to the package instruction. Bring enough water to a boil on high heat. I'm cooking for my household, so I will use 350 grams of noodles. You can check the noodles by fishing a noodle out of the water and tear it apart. If you could tear it apart easily with a little bit of resistance and it feels chewy, the noodles are ready. Strain the noodles and wash the noodles with cold water so that they won't stick to each other. First, place the noodles into the plate. Pour the sauce over the noodles. Sprinkle some green onions, cilantro, and on top, the peanuts. Mix it, and then it's ready to eat. Tastes good! This is a Burmese dish, by far not popular as any Thai or Chinese food, but I highly recommend it. Myanmar is my birthplace. I'm glad I grew up with Burmese food. I want everyone on this world to know how delicious it is. I hope that my video inspired you to try it, starting with Shan Noodles. Maybe it will be your new favorite food. Maybe your second after pizza. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.